Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azizu Kalbi, and now I'd like to explain what I have understood about four submaterials, and the first one is syntactic forms. So, syntactic forms and syntactic structure, I think it's the same because syntactic structure is a sequence of word order in terms to create a good sentence, and the sequence of words must be conform to the rule of syntax. And, and in the syntactic form, we have to create a good and a correct sentence based on grammaticality, because if it is not, we cannot classify it as the syntactic forms. So, for the example, the sentence is the boy found in the house. So we can know and we can realize that it's a totally wrong sentence, because the correct sentence is the boy found the ball in the house. Why? Because the word found here must be followed by an expression like the ball or another expression. So we have to add the expression in the middle of sentence, and here I add the non-phrase the ball in the sentence. So the correct sentence is become the boy found the ball in the house. So we know that finally the word order of this sentence is correct. And next we go to the second one, is about syntactic categories or classes. Syntactic categories Syntactic categories or classes is a family of expression that can substitute one another to another expression without loss the grammaticality. And actually, there are several, and no, I think there are many terms that include to the syntactic categories, such as adverb, adjective, non-phrase, prepositional phrase, and another part of speech. And the example here, I have the sentence is the sentence is I met at her. So in this sentence, we can elaborate it as the I as the noun and met at her as the verb phrase. And then verb at her, we can elaborate it again as the verb and met and at her. So here, met as a verb and at her as a prepositional phrase. And here, prepositional, this, we can note that it is a part of syntactic categories, and it is included to the prepositional phrase. And next one, the third one is about syntactic functions. What I have learned so far, I know that the function of the syntactic function is to analyze the structure of sentence in detail, to know in order to know sentence could whether the sentence is good or not, and whether it is complies with the existing of grammar rules or not. And the fourth submaterial is about syntactic analysis. So in analyze the syntactic terms in a sentence, we have to use a tree diagram called phrase structure. And in the in that book that I read, there are several kind of structure, the kind of tree diagram. But actually, I have understood just two type, and the first one is called structural ambiguities, that we can use it to analyze the ambiguous meaning in the sentence. It means when we found the one sentence that actually may perhaps it will be have two different meaning, we can use these diagrams, which like the first one we can use the three diagram for the first meaning, and then we can make the we can create the another diagram to analyze the another meaning so we can compare it. But personally I haven't learned more about this type because I haven't understood yet about it anymore. And next, the second type is the three the three diagram that cannot grow because it is not follow the English rule sentence. Like I have the sentence is boy the. So if we want to elaborate, we just elaborate is boy the boy and the. Boy here as the noun and the here is determiner, but we know that it's actually correct, and uh, it cannot include to the non-phrase in English because in English we know that determiner should be followed by noun, not noun followed by determine. So maybe that's all from me. And I'm so sorry and apologize for all my mistake and bad pronunciation or grammatical wrong. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.